Hello, my sweet friends. Your host Shurma here. A very warm welcome to you all, and I'm so glad you chose to stop by. Today's tutorial is all about painting leaves in the decorative or stroke style of painting. The supplies which I have used for the painting are all listed over here. So let's get started without any further ado. So here comes the first chapter. Painting the leaves in decorative stroke style. Here I begin with the pre-painted canvas board, and it is around 8 inches on both sides. So basically a square canvas board. As you can see, I've already painted some roses on it along with a multicolored background, all ready for painting the leaves. At this point, I'm bringing in a plastic sheet which I'm calling as the palette for today, and here are some brushes which I would be using for today's tutorial. So here is a flat brush number 5. This is a filbert brush. This is a liner, and this is another flat brush number 4. So these are the brushes which I would be using for creating the leaves. So I pick out the flat brush number 5, and here is a cup of water. Let's check out the acrylic colors on the palette. So I begin with white acrylic, then I have yellow ochre, golden yellow, sap green, cerulean blue, light purple, and here I'm squeezing out a bit of olive green on the palette. Next, I dip one corner of the flat brush in sap green and the other in white, and I'm trying to blend the colors well. Next, I go ahead and add a bit of golden yellow and yellow ochre to the green side and blend the colors once again. So as you can see, I have multiple colors on the same flat brush number 5. Now these roses are painted in the decorative style. In case you're curious to know how to create such roses in the decorative style of painting, then let me bring in a note card which I had already painted long before, and the entire tutorial of creating this rose is already there on my channel. In case you happen to click on the link which is provided on the right hand corner of the screen, then it will lead you to the same video tutorial. Now here I bring in a little cup of a liquid which is known as the retarding solution, and it helps to keep the acrylic colors flowing for a longer period of time, and it is very useful during acrylic paintings. So here I am beginning with the leaf painting in the decorative style. Remember, I have my flat brush number 5 which is loaded with your sap green, olive green, ochre, golden yellow and white. Now I can increase or decrease the proportion of the various colors while loading the flat brush, and that will create different hues of the leaves. Now see here, for this particular leaf I have used a bit of purple as well on the brush, so it is giving it a pink hue. Now these leaves, what I am creating here, they are all in the decorative style or one stroke style of painting. All my older friends who have already visited my channel before, you will know that I am always creating these kind of leaves, and all my flower tutorials are having these kind of leaf painting. But in case you are new to my channel and you have just dropped in, and paid a visit. So I would definitely encourage you to visit my past videos and you will get to see how to create these one stroke or decorative style of leaves. I will also be very happy to drop some of the links in the description box below. For this particular leaf, I have added cerulean blue to the mix of greens. Isn't it looking pretty? Well, it's time for painting some rose shrub branches. For that, I have introduced the burnt umber acrylic color on the palette. So I've picked up some of the burnt umber on my liner brush and I'm trying to create some random branches around the roses. Here I'm particularly focusing on the branches so that you can see them very clearly. I'm trying to link some of the leaves which I've already painted. So this is just burnt umber and you will see how I add a bit of white to it to create a more natural looking branches, and you will see that in a bit. So here the branches are crisscrossing each other. I go towards the top of the painting and create some more branches, and here I have brought in white along with the burnt umber color because just burnt umber will not be seen because the background is quite dark over there. Here I'm not thinking much, but I'm just going with the flow for the branches. If the background of the painting is vibrant, then thin lines like these show up very well. And it is always a joy to paint on a canvas board, you know. Some more branches leading to the rose which is facing down. There you can see I go ahead and add a bit of white to it to make it look more real, because you remember that painting is actually a process of light and shadow put together, and that is how we can create dimension in the paintings. So you can see the difference. When I add white, the branches look more nicer, don't they? Hope you're enjoying the painting so far. And yes, my dear friends, I would love to know your opinion on this leaf painting tutorial, and if you would like to know more about it, then in that case do let me know in the comment box below, and maybe I can create some more tutorials. We can learn the basic strokes for leaves and flowers in one stroke or decorative style of painting. Now here are some smaller leaves towards the end or the tip of the branches. These are very small leaves. Once done with those, I bring in some sap green along with yellow ochre and golden yellow only on a flat brush number 5. And you can see these leaves are so different from the rest. So here I have a yellow patch and I'm trying to make the leaves look very light and dreamy. So here there's more of white on this particular leaf, if you can notice that. Basically, these leaves are catching more light, hence they are not visible too much, and that is what I'm trying to portray over here. Now I bring in burnt umber and yellow on my flat brush number 5, and I'm trying to create some darker leaves on top of those lighter ones. They are looking pretty. What do you think? So some more over here, because I have created a very light background close to the rose which is looking down. So you can see in one single canvas I have created so many kinds of leaves, and that is what brings a lot of interest to the floral painting, I guess. So here I am trying to create some veins with liner brush and burnt umber acrylic color. Here I am using sap green and some places olive green to create the veins on the leaves. Well friends, that brings us to the close of today's leaf stroke tutorial in decorative style of painting, and here is a final look. Hope you had fun watching me create the leaves in decorative style of painting, and I'm sure you would try them too yourselves. Your queries, comments and your opinion on this particular leaf painting tutorial are all very welcome. Also, please connect with me on my social media handles, and it would be a great pleasure to be in touch with you. Signing off for today, though we'll be back very soon. Till then, take care and bye-bye. Happy painting!